students, welcome to our channel. In today's UPSC Toppers Answer Copy Analysis, we are going to discuss UPSC 2017 Topper All India Rank 1 Anudeep Durishetty's Answer Copy. Followed by that, at the end of the video, we will also try to learn what are the unique answer writing technique which has been followed by Anudeep Durishetty in his answer writing. So let's go into the question which has been asked here. This particular question is pertaining to your GS mains 3, that is GS paper 3 component, and the syllabus which it has been asked is the internal security component. So let's go into the question which has been asked here. The presence of hostile neighbors enables internal conflicts to get external support and prolongs them. Elaborate with examples. So this is a 15 marker and they have asked us to answer in 250 words. Friends, we know very well in UPSC mains examination, whenever we write a 15 marker, we will be only given a maximum of 3 pages to present that answer. So here also they have been given the maximum of 3 pages. Not only that, if you look at this particular question, here they have used a lot of keywords, and even this particular topper has underlined the keywords which they have been asking in the question. I would say this is one of the good way to read a question and understand it completely. Reason being that we can allot 1 to 2 minutes in the UPSC mains examination hall to try to understand what is asked in the question very clearly. Followed by that, we should also underline what is the keyword in the question. If that is clear, then we need to immediately identify how many components are asked in the question. Here it's very clear there is a single component in the question, but they have used a directive called elaborate. So after identifying the total segments and keywords in the question, we should immediately look at the directives. And whenever UPSC is using directives like elaborate or discuss, we have been repeatedly telling in our UPSC Toppers Copy Analysis series that we should make some alterations in the structure of the answer. The usual structure of the answer will be introduction, body and conclusion. But in case of elaborate kind of questions, we need to make additional component, that is a way forward should be introduced before writing a conclusion. So this will add us additional 1 mark in the UPSC mains exam for these kind of directives. Okay friends, let's now look at the structure of the answer which this topper has addressed here. So it's very clearly visible. If you look at the structure of the answer, he has written a very crisp introduction to the point, and I would say that is one of the best and ideal way to write an introduction. Followed by that, he has written the body of the answer as usual in a subheading approach as well as a point-wise approach. For some of the points, he has given the numbers. For others, he has used varieties of symbols. Not only that, followed by that, if you observe, he has written a clear way forward, but there is a conclusion which is missing in this answer, and because of this, this topper will be easily missing half a mark to 1 a mark, which you would have got by writing a conclusion of 2 to 3 lines. So that is one blunder which this topper has done. Let's now look at the introduction. Followed by the introduction, this topper has came out with one of the innovative and creative way to attract the UPSC examiner very easily, and this is one of the unique qualities of UPSC toppers which we have been telling. That is the quality of introducing diagrams, flowcharts, schematic diagrams, dimensions, data in a manner such that adds value to the question which is asked. That is something which we should do repeatedly in the UPSC mains examination to fetch maximum marks. And if you look at this particular question, the adding of this particular map based, that is India map based diagram with proper title as well as with proper details in the diagrams will add in extra 1 mark for this particular question, which many of the toppers will not be getting easily in the exam hall. Okay friends, let's now look at the body of the question. As we said already, we need to have here one important subheading, that is who are the hostile neighbors and their threats. So overall, this particular topper has listed almost like 3-4 that is hostile neighbors to add value to explanation to whatever he wants to convey in this particular answer. This is something which we should do. Not only that, he has also underlined the keywords, as well as since this question itself they are asking us to come out with examples, he has also added wherever it's possible to come out with most examples that can justify the answer. So followed by that, if you look at the way forward, this is something which we need to do, as I said, to fetch that extra 1 mark. So how much ever points we write in way forward, the maximum mark which we can fetch is 1 mark. So I would say stick to 3 to 4 points maximum and try to write that in a single line. Since this topper has missed the conclusion here, you will be losing that half a mark to 1 mark. So overall, if you look at today's this Anudeep Durishetty's answer writing technique, what is the most important quality which we need to learn is the usage of diagram to the maximum in the UPSC mains answers, and that too whenever we add some diagrams in the UPSC answers, it should also have some value, and it should also have some clear title, and it should have some explanations or linkage with the keywords in the question. These are some things which we need to follow to fetch maximum marks in UPSC mains exam. Let's now come to the marking component. For the introduction, this topper would have got easily half a mark, and for drawing this diagram, you would have fetched that 1 mark. And if you look at the total number of points which this topper has written, so for the first component, he has written 3 points, and again here he has written 2 points. That is 3 points followed by 2 points. So overall, if you observe, roughly he has written around 8 to 9 points. So he will be easily getting 4 marks for this body of the answer. And followed by that, he has written a way forward which will carry 1 mark, and conclusion he has missed that half a mark to 1 mark. So overall in this particular question, in the introduction half a mark, for writing drawing the diagram 1 mark, so 1.5, body of the answer 4, 5.5, and way forward 1 mark. So overall in this particular question, this topper has got 6.5 marks out of 15 marker. And in the UPSC mains examination, if you observe his mark sheet also, he averagely got in GS paper 3, that is roughly 7 marks per question. So that amounts to 136. This is what we have been telling friends. Whenever we write in UPSC mains exam answers, we need to follow up the structure of the answer. That is introduction, body, conclusion. Followed by that, the body of the answer should be varied to address the directives which are asked in the question. Since here in this particular question, the directive asked is elaborate, we need to come up with especially a way forward before the conclusion to address the question completely. And in the body of the answer, the usual subheading come point-wise approach should be followed, and wherever possible, schematic or map-based diagrams and the usage of examples, and writing a conclusion with a futuristic stand or introducing some government schemes in the conclusion will help us to get maximum marks in the UPSC mains examination. I hope today's video was useful to you. We'll meet again in a new video, friends. Thanks for watching.